All right, we want to welcome everyone to another episode of Expand. And man, I am glad to be back.
We missed you last week, man. We're glad to have you back.
I had some things that came up, and I had some commitments that I had to fulfill, but I'm really glad to be back.
For sure.
Certainly excited about our new night on Thursday night at 8 o'clock. But we just want to connect with you guys. We want to equip you. We want to encourage you to be the next generation leaders.
Absolutely.
And the people of influence that God's called you to be.
Absolutely. Paul and I both have a deep desire to connect with you and help you through new seasons of life. We've been there a little bit. Some of us a few more than others,
hey,
but
watch out.
but we want to help you navigate them. That's the whole reason we're doing this. We want to help you navigate them. Before we get started on tonight's episode, though, we got a quick announcement. We announced it last week, but we want to just keep you updated. We are having Expand campus meetings now. Here at CMC for college-age young people, and our launch date is October 12th at 7 p.m. in our student center. So, and if you don't know where our student center is, just message us. We'll help you get here. We want college-age young people to come here, connect with us, and be a part. And leaders from all parts of our ministry are going to be a part of it and helping us out. So Paul and I, our wives, Sarah and Angela, are going to be there. Sydney and Jason are going to be helping us.
Sydney and Jason Ross
are going to be helping us. David's going to come to a few. Lindley's going to come to some. Katie, Beth, and Andrew, Stuart, McKenzie. So leaders from all parts of our ministry want to come and want to help you grow your leadership. Want to help you be a part.
Be a lot of married leaders and a lot of single leaders that are going to be there and be a part. And man, we've got some great stuff planned. You know, obviously the main thing out of all this is that we connect with you.
Yeah.
We just want to do life with you. You know, I know it feels like sometimes you're doing it all by yourself as you're embarking on career or off at college, and maybe you feel like you're the only Christian, but you're not. And we want to encourage you in that. So we're going to have worship. Man, we got some great worship planned.
For sure.
We got free coffee.
Coffee.
Yes, coffee is life.
Is essential to life.
That's it. And we'll have all the amenities.
Especially if you're in college.
That's no doubt. That's kind of what you survive on. So we'll have all the amenities to go with that. A lot of good connecting. There'll be times where different leaders will speak to a really relevant topic to where you are in life. Right now, there'll be other nights where we play volleyball and just hang out and have fun. But really the main goal is for us to connect with you and bring people together and let you network with leaders and other believers so that you can fulfill that thing that God's got for you to fulfill.
Guys, don't miss out. You're going to love it. It's going to be awesome. Do not miss out. October 12th, 7 p.m.
So tonight, we're going to be talking about a really good topic. So grab your coffee. Open up your phone, put it in your notes, because there's going to be some things here that you're going to want to take down.
For sure.
I think it are really going to be good. So the title of what we're talking about tonight is Stop Looking for a Divine Appointment and Be One for Someone Else.
So good.
Yeah, and so, you know, as Josh and I were talking about this, there's a time in every person's life, in every leader's life, where there has to be a perspective change. There has to be a shift in the way you think. So, you know, when you're younger, you know, you're growing up, you're a child, and really everything's about you.
For sure.
You know, everything really revolves around you. Children, by nature, are very selfish. They don't really know that they are.
Right.
That's because they're immature.
For sure.
Right? And so, but by nature, they really, really are. And so you move into your elementary years, then you move into your preteens, and still, you know, life is really all about you. And even lots of times on up into junior high and high school, you know, you can still have that mentality about, you know, my life and my friends and my weekends and my stuff and my gadgets and all of these things. And if we're not careful, that can carry on into our adult life.
Yeah.
And I've met, and Josh has too, 40-year-old adults who life is all about them.
Yeah.
It's about their hobbies, it's about their career, it's about their life, their thing, their deal. And they're very unfulfilled people. So there's this shift that has to take place in your thinking.
Yeah.
And the scripture says, you know, when I was a child, I thought, I reasoned, I spoke as a child. But when I became mature, I set aside childish things.
No, for sure. There comes a time in your life where instead of focusing on on myself and my dreams and my needs and my career, my future, we have to make an intentional shift and focus on other people. That's what God has called us to do.
Absolutely.
Jesus said it's in giving that you receive. And when we become others focused, life is so much more fulfilling. Because that's what God put us on this earth to, love other people. Love God, and then love your neighbor as yourself.
That's it.
So we're supposed to shift that focus to where we start living for other people, and we start serving for other people. That's where satisfaction comes from.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Josh and I, we were like, okay, how can we make this something that's applicable?
Sure.
We don't want to come on Facebook and just talk. That's
right.
not what we want to do. How can we make this applicable for you? Because, not that Josh and I are patting ourselves on the back in any way.
Sure.
But, we have experienced the blessings of being able to have some influence in people's lives.
Right.
But it happened through service.
For sure. Absolutely.
It didn't happen through a position or a title. And a lot of people, that's what they look for. That's their goal. Once I get the desk, once I get the title,
right.
I'll be fulfilled. And that's the furthest thing from the truth.
So
You'll be
true.
more unfulfilled getting the title because a lot of people are just looking at you and blaming you for everything that goes wrong.
True.
So the key is serving.
Yep.
It's giving. And so that's how you really come into that place of influence. So we were talking, how can we make this practical? So we have a Friday challenge for you. Since it's Thursday night and most of you are going to be viewing this tonight, we want to give you a challenge for Friday. Maybe some of you that might catch the episode on Friday, it can be a weekend challenge, but we have a challenge. And here's the challenge. We want you to wake up Friday morning or Saturday morning, and the first thing I want you to do is be very intentional in what you do. When you wake up, set aside some time to pray and really seek the Lord. Mm-hmm. And then what we want you to do is ask God to use you to be a divine appointment for someone else. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've had those divine appointments in my own personal life. Mm-hmm. Man, and Josh has too. And they're awesome. I mean, they're life-changing. There's been some people that have taken time to counsel me or to talk to me or pray with me in a certain moment of my life, and it launched me. I mean, It took me to another level. It was an epiphany moment. It was a revelation that they gave me, and it absolutely changed me. Well, we want you to be that for other people.
Absolutely, for sure. It's so easy to pray self-centered prayers. It's so easy to say, God bless me. God give me divine appointments today. God put money in my hands. But instead, what we want you to do is, instead of looking for a divine appointment, you be a divine appointment. You bless somebody else. You love somebody else. You serve somebody else. And so we want to help you make that shift. Challenge you to do that tomorrow morning.
Absolutely. Josh and I both have a little testimony each real quick that we want to share. So I did this week. And that's kind of what sparked this conversation between Josh and I. And all right, God, I want to be divine appointment. I want to be a blessing. So I prayed this prayer and I started out my day. And honestly, Josh, I kind of got into my day and I kind of forgot about praying that prayer. Sure. And I was rounding a corner and I ran into somebody that I don't see normally during the week.
Right.
And I mean, God opened this door. I had an hour-long conversation with this individual. Mm-hmm. I mean, revelation was coming to them. Lights were coming on.
That's awesome.
They left my office feeling so blessed and encouraged. Awesome. And man, I sat back and I just said, God, thank you. That was so fun to be a blessing to somebody else.
No, absolutely. That's so good, Paul. That's so good. Just an example, Sarah and I went on a date a couple months ago is when this happened, but we went to Longhorn Steakhouse. Love steak. Steak's amazing. But we're going on a date, and we always pray, God, use us while we're on a date. It's very easy to just kind of stay in your little date bubble, and obviously it's good to focus on your wife, your husband, or whatever, your spouse, but God, use us, let us shine a light. And we began to have a conversation with our waitress, and we were talking to her. She had been called in. It was her daughter's birthday. She was actually going through kind of a nasty divorce situation, didn't have a lot of money, and so she's missing her daughter's 7th birthday. So she left the table, we began to talk. We left her a 20% tip. We always do 20% or more. Christians don't stiff those waiters.
Don't be that person.
But we left her 20% tip, and then we asked if we could pray for her. Just pray for the situation that was going on in her life, and we gave her some extra cash, and we said, we want you to use this to buy birthday presents for your daughter. And she just crying right there at the table.
Is so awesome.
Thanked us so much. I can't believe, I really needed this touch from God today. And that was a divine appointment.
Man, it makes me want to cry
right
now.
I know. But it's because we were choosing to be intentional about God using us.
Man.
So it was awesome.
That is so great. I mean, and once again, it just feels good to be used by the Lord. And guys, we're just telling you, it's so easy to get focused on your life, your career, your agenda, your schedule, your future, all of your plans. And the fact is, God is going to fulfill you as you fulfill others. In Proverbs, I think chapter 11, verse 25, it says, God prospers the generous, and he says, those that refresh will themselves be refreshed.
That's awesome.
So that's
good.
the key.
So good. Stop looking for a divine appointment. Be a divine appointment. That's our encouragement to you guys tonight. That's the thoughts we got for you today.
Right.
We love you guys. Connect with us. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Search for Expand Your Influence on Instagram.
That's
Expand
right.
Your Leadership on Facebook. Connect with us. Don't forget about our campus meetings.
That's right.
Expand campus meetings. Expand is expanding, and we're
That's
excited
right.
about
October
it.
12th, be there on our campus, 7 to 9 o'clock. We promise you, you will be glad you came. God bless you guys, and we love you.
Love you. See you next week.